605 560 000. 605 million. That's the number of Apple shares Warren Buffett has disposed from the Berkshire portfolio in 2024 alone. So when tracking the year-to-date performance of Apple's share price, if you were to take a reasonable assumption of the blended average price to be right around $180 per share, Buffett has sold more than $100 billion worth of Apple stock in 2024. So with a record cash pile, Buffett's relentless trimming down of his equity portfolio, and Berkshire breaking its 6-year streak of stock buyback, markets are speculating that Buffett is attempting to call the next market top. So in this video, we'll be outlining our reasoning and understanding behind some of Buffett's moves, our expectations of the market from here, and provide some perspectives that you might have not considered. So sit tight and we're just getting started. So in Berkshire's latest 13F filing that was made public just last Friday, Berkshire has revealed 2 new additions to their portfolio, which is Domino's Pizza and Pools Corporation. So the buys are relatively small as a percentage of the portfolio, but nevertheless, both stocks have gapped up after the news of Buffett's buy-in was made public. However, they've both subsequently came back down. Interestingly, Pools Corporation is currently in the Ultimate Investors Playbook portfolio managed by Adam Khoo, and Domino's Pizza is actually in our watch list. So UIP is a subscription service where Adam shares his research and analysis of stocks via monthly deep dive reports. It also allows subscribers to take a look into his portfolio and his watch list. So in this all-time high market, you might be confused as to where to put your money. So you can now register to our upcoming live black market online event where Adam Khoo will be sharing with you how he picks undervalued gems that carry long-term potential even in this all-time high market. And I heard that there will be massive discounts for Piranha Profit courses and playbooks. So tickets are free and spots are limited. So head down to the link below to grab your spot now. I'm not too sure if it's just me, but the algorithm in recent times has been pushing to me contents of such similar nature. So let me give you an example. So this post from the Kobeisei letter, and I quote, "Warren Buffett's cash pile is truly historic. Their cash position relative to the total assets jumped to 28% in Q3 of 2024, the most in at least 34 freaking years." So this means that Buffett's cash share has doubled in just a year. So the company is piling into cash at a much faster rate than in the mid-2000s. So does Warren Buffett believe that the market is too expensive? Unquote. So make no mistake, they are not asserting a particular claim, and they ended the post with a question mark behind it, leaving it open-ended. But I think we can kind of figure out what they're insinuating. So holding cash, comparing it to the 2000s, I wonder what happened then. So another post from Ben Norton, and I quote, "Billionaire oligarchs are dumping stocks. So Jeff Bezos has sold 12.5 billion worth of Amazon shares. Buffett has dumped Apple stock and is sitting on $325 billion in cash. So we are likely at the end of the biggest financial bubble in history." Unquote. So sounds really scary, right? So it definitely doesn't help when you have heaps of articles from various sources. So Benzinger, "Warren Buffett breaks 6-year streak of Berkshire Hathaway stock buyback, says it's too expensive." Unquote. Morningstar claiming that Warren Buffett is preparing for a bear market. "Should you?" Question mark. Unquote. So it's no longer a speculation anymore. All these sources are outright making a conclusion that Buffett is bearish on the market. So let's try to peel the layer bit by bit. So for a start, let's set the record straight. Coming straight from the horse's mouth, Buffett himself said, "So the only value of stock forecasters is to make fortune tellers look good." Unquote. So all these speculations and talks about Buffett trying to time the market is the author's guess at best. As far as I'm concerned, I don't remember Buffett publicly making the announcement before calling for any bubble. Not in the 2000s, nor before the 2008 financial crisis. And all the more, it wouldn't happen today. Now, let's start with Berkshire's increasing cash pile. I think it's intuitive for investors to think that you'll hold a boatload amount of cash when you're bearish to basically build up your war chest monies to take advantage of the next coming crisis. So this sounds logical for normal investors. But don't forget, we are talking about the investing legend, Warren Buffett, and he runs Berkshire Hathaway. And the most important part is actually the insurance business, which also means that he has to always hold safe assets against his ever-growing insurance liability, which is also commonly known as the float. So I'll be citing numbers crunched by Bill with the X handle Wabuffle, and here's his conclusion. So the simple point is that Berkshire's cash, T-bills and fixed income positions has always roughly matched its insurance liability. So in addition, over time, Buffett has also shifted the mix of assets away from fixed income to more cash and T-bills. So I know this table looks overwhelming, but if you just focus on the very last column, it basically outlines the relationship between the assets needed to offset the liabilities. And over the past 30 years or so, insurance coverage ratio has been roughly between 90 to 110%, with a few years of exception. Of course, the cash level from the latest quarter looks weird, but it's a function of the huge one-off sale of the Apple and Bank of America investment, which he has not had the time nor the valuation environment to redeploy his capital. So if to take out this net sale so far in 2024 out of their cash position, Berkshire would be back to 106% insurance coverage ratio, pretty much in line with its history. So in case you're wondering how long it would take Buffett to deploy the capital, in Q1 of 2022, he was able to deploy $51 billion effectively. And it's all about waiting for the right opportunity to appear. Next, on Buffett's ability to predict the next crash, this graph from Capital.com shows Berkshire's cash as a percentage of their total assets. So back in 2005, they were still deploying capital out into the '08 financial crisis. Hence, it goes to show that Buffett is just opportunistic in his capital allocation and not necessarily having the foresight of God trying to time the next crisis. And here's the sad thing. When compared to the posts from Kobeissi Letter and Ben Norton, they've gotten hundreds of thousands, if not millions of impressions on X.com. Whereas a more nuanced and a nerdy post from Bill only clocked a little more than 100,000 impressions. That's why we need to sometimes be more critical when we're just reading off headlines and stories being posted online. So Buffett's approach to stock buyback is pretty straightforward. He only buys back shares when he considers them a bargain. So in an absence of a buyback, it would probably suggest that Buffett doesn't think Berkshire is undervalued today. And that's it. That's the conclusion. Nothing else. So Berkshire not undervalued does not mean that it's overvalued either. It could be fairly priced. Furthermore, Berkshire's valuation is an independent assessment by Buffett. So him not buying back Berkshire stock does not mean that the entire stock market is overpriced and that there is no opportunities left. So clearly, he still added to new positions in their latest quarterly filing. So I think it's prudent to make that distinction there. Besides, in the past, Berkshire avoided buybacks when the stock traded above 1.2 times book value. But it has scraped that rule in 2018. And right now, the shares are trading roughly 1.6 times book. So in our opinion, we would think that Buffett is just waiting for Mr. Market to give him better opportunities to buy, and he's just being patient. Now back to the million-dollar question. Why is Warren Buffett selling down his Apple shares? So the simple conclusion here that we can make is that your guess is as good as mine. So I can give you a whole host of different reasons, from Buffett raising cash for the next crisis, to calling the next market top or bubble, to Apple's frivolous buybacks at overvalued valuation, to Buffett being bearish on Apple, to avoid higher taxes in the future. And see, I've already created 5 storylines that all seem remotely plausible from his one action, and only Buffett himself knows the real reason. So rather than focusing your time at doing guesswork, at Piranha Profits, we've always advocated to ignore the news and focus on making sure your investing or trading process is both sound and replicable. So at our upcoming live black market event, Adam Khoo will be sharing the secret as to how he beat the market over the last 5 years and which stocks he's currently watching that is poised to lead the current rally. So tickets to Black Market are free and you can head down to the link below to grab yours today. So this is CK from Piranha Profits signing off. Till next time, keep winning.